you think is going to cause your next global recession? It's not going to be a housing crisis, nor is it going to be a banking crisis. Let's talk about the dangers coming in 3 different forms. Now, the first one, we're going to talk about private credit. Now, for the past decade, private lending has actually exploded over $1.7 trillion globally. So instead of banks lending to different risky companies, we actually have private funds coming in. So think of it as a shadow banking system, because banks are supposed to file for all these different filing to tell them, oh, we are lending to these different risky companies. But private funds can keep it shush, which means that all of these loans are going to be floating rate and opaque. They don't have to report it to anyone other than their investors. So if rates stay high and company miss payments, losses do not hit the banks, they're going to hit your pension funds, they're going to hit your insurance company, and they're going to hit all your private credit funds. And because the market is illiquid, once investors start to panic, there may be no more buyers. Secondly, let's talk about the US dollars. The world run on dollar. Your trade, your commodity, debt, everything is in dollars. Every country is holding on to US dollars, especially because of petrodollar. Now, if global demand for dollar weakens, it might be due to de-dollarization, massive US deficit, or even geopolitical shift like the current ongoing war. The dollar could actually fall rather sharply, and it would trigger inflation spike, capital flights, and also global instability. And when the world reserve currency shakes, every market is going to feel the tremor. Let's talk about oil. If oil hits $160, let's be honest, with this conflict in the Middle East and the Strait of Hormuz, if the strait continue to be closed for the next 2 months, I can assure you that 20% of the world oil supply is being disrupted, and we are not going to hear the end of it. Energy prices is going to surge, shipping prices are going to explode, food prices due to the fertilizers are going to increase so much, and this is your classic stagflation territory. High inflation with collapsing growth. The next recession probably will not look anything like your 2008 nor your dot-com bubble. It may just start very simply as your shadow finance, your currency instability, or even energy shock. Different triggers, but the same outcome. Market only need one crack for the system to break.